Thanks for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And now let's get into this podversation. Hey guys, thanks for joining the Being Beautifully Honest channel, and I want to thank you so much for watching, of course, for subscribing and commenting and sharing. And let's just get into this podversation. So we're first going to talk about Larsa Pippen and her new boo, if you want to call him that, Malik Beasley, and his wife Montana Yao. Now, the news came out maybe a couple of weeks ago that he was caught walking through an airport holding hands with Larsa Pippen. And you know Larsa Pippen is Scottie Pippen's either wife or ex-wife. But either way, this woman is in her 40s. She's 46. Not saying there's anything wrong with the age, but he's 24 years old. And this guy is close to her son's age, and she is just openly walking through the airport hand in hand with somebody else's husband. So she's been making the rounds talking about how she had Chloe's man, if you want to call him that, also Tristan first, and just talking about a lot of different issues with why she believes the Kardashians unfollowed her and they're no longer talking to her. And to be honest with you, they have so much in common, so I don't even know why they are not talking anymore. And she's obviously trying her best to look more and more like them, because let's just be honest, you put her picture of her next to the Kardashians and you don't see that much of a difference. But either way, his wife, Montana Yao, she recently came out and said that he did something that was pretty crazy. So I'm just going to read what she said on her account. She says, "Hey y'all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your tremendous love and support during this time. Things have been pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. We were told to leave our family home 10 days ago, and just like you all, I am pretty confused. There has been no private or public addressing of the situation, nor any type of apology. I'm not the type to disclose too much information, but I definitely will if or when I feel it is appropriate. I mainly wanted to say I have never received so many kind words of encouragement and love, and it has really held me up to be strong for not only myself, but more importantly for my son. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond to each and every one of you, but just know I have read almost every single message, comment, etc. Thank you to all the strong women and mothers who have shared similar stories. Also, thank you to all the men out there who have sent me support and understanding. Wink, wink. I'm focusing on healing myself and becoming the best mother I can at this time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll be back soon. XO, Montana." Okay, how in the world does this husband have the right to tell his wife and child that he wants them to leave their home? No, dude, you're the one that got caught out there with somebody else, and you were not playing patty cake. We know the games that you were playing. It's just what it is. So what judge is going to say that she needs to leave the home? She shouldn't go anywhere. And I hope she's just telling us that this is what he said, but this is not what she actually did. So I don't know if she's actually moved out. I hope she hasn't. And to all the people who have sent her love and support, that is great. I'm not saying that the men who are showing that they care and they're showing support are not genuine, but just putting it out there, Montana, be careful. Be careful, because one, you don't want that to look like something that it's not. And also, not everybody is genuine. So sometimes people feel like this may be their end if they were trying to get in with you, and now they see that this is their opening. So just be cautious and be wise about that. But what do you guys think? Do you think she actually left her home? And if she did, like what judge would actually say that she would need to leave the home. There has been no divorce filing. There has been no legal separation. The only thing that has happened is that he's separated himself from his wife, and he has been unfaithful, clearly. So she shouldn't go anywhere. She actually should have his things on the outside and tell him that he needs to leave. I don't care if he's the main breadwinner or the sole financial provider. What he did was wrong, and it's just what it is. So I don't think she needs to go anywhere. But you guys let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section.
Got it? Say yeah, I got it. Say yeah, I got it. Say yeah, I got it if you got it, bitch. I ain't your motherfucking clumsy ass, goofy ass nigga, bitch, that you just wanna act how the fuck you wanna act with. I'm not down for it, bitch. Fuck you and fuck your program. You got that through your motherfucking head yet? You got that through your head yet? You got that through your head, bitch? I'm not with your program. Fuck off me. Be out of here, bitch.
Last time y'all see him beat on me, you don't have to see this ever again. I promise you, man. Never again will you see
Bye,
him
bitch.
beat on me.
Bye, bitch. Goodbye. Good motherfucking bye. You're gonna stop fucking with me. Ronnie, don't call me. I'm getting beat up. You gonna disrespect me to Ronnie too, bitch? You think you're gonna disrespect me to the world, Brandi? Is that what you think? You're not! You're not! You're not! Bitch! You're not!
Call 911, your sister just got in her lips.
Call myself, bitch. I'm about to fuck you up, bitch. Ronnie, you getting beat up, bitch? Oh, bitch, I'm gonna send you out on a good one, bitch.
Alright guys, now we're going to talk about this situation with Brandi Boyd and her husband, who goes by the name Max Lux, but his real name is Marcus Boyd. Now, these two have been on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood for a few seasons, and honestly, if you watched the show, you could tell that they had a toxic relationship. They had situations where he gave her like a large wad of cash, which was supposed to be put up in some type of account for their child, but she used it to open a clothing boutique and she didn't tell him about it. Now, you know, this is storyline stuff, so we don't know if this is actual and this is real, but he got really upset with her, and it looked like he definitely wanted to put hands on her, but he didn't. And all of this was all on camera, and she tried to force him to have a conversation. She was standing in front of the car. She refused to move in front of the car, and he was basically telling her, you need to move or you might get ran over. And she like hopped on the hood trying to get him to stop, and he still drove. So somebody that would do something like that, and he stayed away from the house for the sake of the cameras, probably to not put hands on her, this guy has some real issues. I used to call him Jabberjaws because if you remember that cartoon with the shark and anyway. But not to make light of the situation, guys, but this guy is a real creep, and I don't like to see stuff like this, and I'm quite sure most of you don't like to see it. You let me know what you think about all of it in the comment section, but do you feel that she is in danger and she's in denial, or do you feel like maybe this is something that they're putting on for the sake of social media to possibly get back in some sort of reality show type of deal, maybe some setup on the Zeus network? You know, she says her family member Ray J, and she also used to say that Whitney Houston was her godmother, who, rest in peace, is no longer with us. He is operating a lot with the Zeus network these days, and maybe possibly trying to get something on Marriage Boot Camp. I don't know, because it seems like a lot of these people, when they get on these shows like the Love and Hip Hops and the Growing Up Hip Hop and the whatever hip hop and all this other, you know, these other reality shows like that, it's hard for them to stay away from that limelight of having some sort of fame on television, and they want to get back into it. Now, I don't think this is a good way of going about it. So I don't think that it's fake. I believe that it's real, and I believe that she really is in danger, and she's in denial. And unfortunately, we're learning now that she's also pregnant. So after all of this came out, with her having this on live, and we all heard it, where it was very scary, it was I felt very real, to later come out and say that you're expecting your third child with this person. I don't even want to call him a man. You're expecting your third child with this person who just happens to be your husband. That is so scary. And I felt like when she did the video where she came out and said that she has to take accountability, and she was actually hitting on him, and she says, quote, just verbal abuse. Verbal is horrible as well as physical. Neither is okay. So for her to say it was just verbal is to be in denial, and also to make it like it's not a big deal. And honestly, that type of yelling and calling her all the B's and whatever else he was saying to her, and your children were there and crying and scared and horrified. If you do that to your wife, who knows what you're doing to your children? And I don't care. He came out and did a video and said that he's the best father and his children are actually spoiled because he doesn't discipline them. Like, dude, whatever. And then while he was recording this video, he had a mask on. Why have the mask on your face? To cover up the fact that you might be smiling through this and it's not real. But we could read your eyes, and honestly, we heard everything we needed to hear from the video that Brandi posted, where it was just horrifying. It was horrifying, and I believe that it was real. I am hoping that this is not some type of setup for a reality show deal to get on marriage boot camp. Or they don't need boot camp, they need divorce. She needs to move on from this guy and be healed. That's what she needs. And you're not going to get healing continuing to be with somebody like this, because this dude needs help. I am not saying that people who are like this should be discarded and never get any type of help, because I also do believe that unfortunately it's a cycle, and honestly as well, generational curses. So I don't know his family. I don't know his background. He could have an amazing family and just got into a wrong crowd, or got into the circles of the wrong type of people and influences, and then also internal influences where you're intaking substances like alcohol and drugs, whether legal or illegal, that cause you to have these types of episodes. Neither is okay. I'm not dismissing it, but what I am saying is that the dude needs help and she needs help. They both need help, but they need to do it separately. But I don't know if that will ever happen. Moniece, who was also on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, she came out and she basically made a statement about the situation, and she said that they've been that way since they were kids, and he's been abusing his wife Brandi for years, and unfortunately she probably won't leave unless she's forced to do so in a casket. I mean, that's pretty much what she said, and that's some reality for you right there. We're hoping it doesn't come to that, but you guys let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section.